Hi everyone and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Tish. I'm a Pilates and strength instructor and I'm so happy that you're here. In today's flow, we are going to be doing a full body sculpt with your ankle weights along with your medium to heavy dumbbells. In my classes, I always say take what you need. If anything feels off, you can take all the piece of equipment away. Do what feels good for you. Please take my modifications and my progressions, and most importantly, let's have an amazing workout. With that being said, let's go ahead and take it standing to the back of your mat. Always starting off in your Pilates breathing and then going into your warm-up. Feet are directly underneath your hips. Place your hands on your rib cage. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Soften your gaze, whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's take a nice big inhale through your nose. Feel your rib cage expand. And then exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. A few more times here. Inhale. And then exhale. Last one right here. Deepest inhale. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then exhale out through your mouth. Place your hands down to the sides of your body. Inhale as you reach for the bottom of your mat. Exhale as you grab that left wrist with your right hand. Reach up and over towards that right side of your mat, getting a nice big side bend stretch. Coming back through center, unravel, grab that right wrist with your left hand, reach up and over towards that left side. Come back through center, both hands meet at the top. Slowly forward fold, coming down one vertebrae at a time. Both hands meet that mat. Soft bend in both the knees, relax your neck. From here, walk the hands out towards the front of the mat, holding this tall plank position right here. Gaze is at the front of your mat, pushing that ground away from you. Holding this here for 3. Dropping to your knees in 2. And 1. Beautiful. Drop to your knees. Directly place the knees in line with the hips, shoulders over the hands, untuck the toes, going into your cat-cow. Dropping that belly button down to that mat as your gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Inhale right here. And then exhale, pull that belly button into spine. Take what you need here. If you want to add in some nice big hip circles or stay in that cat-cow, just take what you need in this warm-up. Last 2. Last 1, meet me in that neutral spine. Beautiful right here. Going into your rotations, lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. Rotate your gaze up towards that left hand. Thread that needle through with that left hand, left arm. Drop that left shoulder to that mat. Lift everything back up for 2. For 3. Last 1. Hold it at the top right here. Roll that wrist out for 5 and 4, 3, 2. Bring that left hand back to that mat in 1. Rotate everything open towards that right side. Gaze comes up towards your right hand. Thread that needle through. Drop that right shoulder to that mat. And lift everything back up for 2. For 3. Last 1, hold that right arm up towards the ceiling right here. Roll that wrist out for 5 and 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right hand back to that mat right here. As you prepare, tuck your toes underneath you. From here, inhale, exhale, lift both knees up off of that mat. Hold. Tap those knees back down. Inhale, exhale, lift, hold. Lightly tap those knees down. In 4, we keep those knees up and lifted. Last 2. Last 1, hold those knees lifted off that mat. Pike those hips up towards the ceiling, hold. Drop that right heel down as you bend that left leg. Drop that left, alternating each side. Last 2. Meet me with both heels pressing on that mat in 1. Lift up that right leg into that 3-legged dog. Swing that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Hold. From here, shift the weight forward and back. Getting a deep stretch in that left hip flexor. For 3 and 2. Last one, shift it forward, shift that weight back, bring that right foot back to meet your mat, pike those hips back up, lift that left leg up into that 3-legged dog. Shift that left foot to the outside of your left hand, hold that low lunge here. Shift the weight forward and shift it back. For 3. Last one, shift it forward and shift it back, hold that low lunge. Step that left foot back to that tall plank position, holding this here. Shoulder taps, left hand to right shoulder in 3, in 2, and 1. Left hand to right shoulder, right hand to left shoulder. Making sure your hips are not rotating out, keeping it nice and neutral. If I were to put a cup on your back, it would not spill. We have 8. Last 5, in 3, in 2, and 1. Drop to your knees, pull them apart, point your toes, sit back into your hips, child's pose. Beautiful. And when you're ready, let's swing the feet around towards the front of your mat. Let's grab one weight. We're not putting those ankle weights on just yet because we are going to be working the core. And I really want us to just focus on your core and not loading the hip flexors too much right here. When you're ready, pull your legs apart, slightly in line with your hips. Your feet are flexed up towards the ceiling. Grab one weight. We're going to grab that weight in that left hand, slowly lower down to your mat. Working on our roll-ups right here. Holding that weight at eye level, at shoulder level here. Your right hand is in front of you. Gaze is at the ceiling. Feet are flexed. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale as you peel up neck, shoulders, chest, digging those heels into that mat. As you bring that weight overhead, left bicep by your left ear, and then slowly lower, coming down one vertebrae at a time. Low back, mid back, upper back. Beautiful. Really just staying in control right here. Adding on in 3. Last one. Roll it all the way up. Sit up nice and tall. Hold. Slowly lower down. Low back, mid back, upper back. Beautiful. Next time you roll up, draw that right leg into tabletop. Hold. And then slowly lower everything down. That's our next layer. Last 3. Last 1. Roll it up, draw that right leg into tabletop, hold. From here, connect that left elbow to right knee. As you come back to your starting position, extend that right leg, hold. And then rotate, bend that right leg as you bring that left elbow to right knee and extend. Isolating the single leg roll-up movement. And 4. Last 2. Last 1. Holding everything at the top for 3, for 2, for 1. Rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Amazing. From here, place your right hand behind your head. Bring both legs into tabletop. Amazing. Going into our ab curl series right here. If at any point the weight in that left hand is too much, you can always drop it and take a body weight. Now when your right hand is behind your head, keep that right elbow open and try not to pull that elbow in close to your head. Always keep it open and peel that core up with your core and leading up towards the ceiling and versus leading up with your right elbow. From here, going into our ab curls, inhale at the bottom, exhale as you bring that ab curl up, sweep that left arm towards that left side of your body, and then come back through center. Beautiful. Last 3 before we add on. Lift up a little bit higher for me for the last 2. Last one. Come back to your starting position. Next time you ab curl up, extend that right leg, have it hover a few inches from the mat, and then pull back through center. So all we're adding on is that right leg extension. Adding on our left arm movement in 3. Last 2. Last one, hold that right leg extended, hold that left arm extended. As you hold here, bend that left arm in, bicep curl, bring that left dumbbell to that left shoulder. Come back to your starting position and pull everything back in. So adding in that left bicep curl and that left arm, extend, hold. Curl that left arm, extend it back, and come back through center. Last 2. Last one, hold that right leg extended. Just curl that left arm in and bring it out. In and out for 4. Last 3. In 2. Last one, curl it in, hold it out, come back through center right here. Amazing. Drop that left weight down, pull the knees into the chest, and just rock side to side for me really fast. Getting a nice stretch in that low back. And when you're ready, place your feet on the mat. Grab that weight in that left hand. Place your right hand on the outside of the right side of your mat. Pull that weight up towards the ceiling. Feet are going to be not too far, not too close, slightly in the middle going into your bridges. Back is nice and neutral, pressed against that mat. Weight is up towards the ceiling. Lifting up your hips, peeling up one vertebrae at a time, squeezing the glutes and not driving through that low back. And then lower everything, coming back down. Adding on in 3. In 2. Holding it up in 1. Hold those hips up nice and high. Pull, sit down an inch and up an inch for 10. Small pulses for 8. In 4. Holding the hips up high, stop the pulse in 2. And 1, hold. Bring that right leg into tabletop. Holding that right leg high. Tap the right toes down and lift it back up. Tap it down and lift. Draw through that left hip a little bit higher for me. In 3. Right leg stays in tabletop in 2. and 1. Right leg stays in tabletop, hold. From here, lower that left hip to that mat as you draw that left elbow to that mat, hold. As you lift up through, press that dumbbell up towards the ceiling as you lift the hips up into that single leg bridge. Lower everything, coming back down. We have 3. Hold it up in 2. Last one, lift it up high, hold. From here, extend that left arm behind your head as you extend that right leg towards the front of your mat. Pull everything back in, hold. You're staying lifted through that left glute. We're not lowering the hips. We have 3. You got this. You can do anything for 2. For 1, hold everything lifted at the top, hold. Pulse it up, down an inch, and up an inch for 8. You got this. In 4. Last 2. Lower down in 1. Amazing. Drop that weight down towards that left side of the mat. Extend that right leg long. With that left foot slightly shifted a bit forward than the positioning for the bridges. Place that left arm behind your head. Your right hand is pressing against that mat as that's going to guide you. Going into our single leg V-up right here. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale as you peel up, neck, chest, shoulders. Bring that right leg up into that single leg. And then lower down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Take your time here. Inhale, exhale, lift, hold, and lower down. Beautiful. Last 3. In 2. Last 1, holding everything at the top for 5. In 3, lower down in 2. And 1, lowering down. Amazing. Draw both knees in towards that chest, rocking side to side. And when you're ready, everything is going to be done on the other side. I always say, unfortunately, we have 2 sides, so we have to complete everything here. Now you know the movements, so take what you need. If the weight felt too much, do what feels good for you. From here, lowering down to your back. The weight is in your right hand now. Going into your roll-ups. Left hand is placed on that left side of your body, not palm down, just holding it above. Feet are flexed, legs are hip width apart. Weight in that right hand at eye level. Peeling up neck, chest, shoulders. Inhale at the bottom. Lift up shoulders, chest, all the way up. Bring that weight right towards that right bicep, right ear. Slowly lower down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Last 2 before we add on that left knee drive. Last 1. Next time you lift up, bring that left leg into that left knee drive. Hold. Slowly lower everything back down. Last 3. And 2. Last 1, lift that left leg up into tabletop, right arm by your right ear, hold. From here, connect that right elbow to left knee. As you push that weight back up towards the ceiling, extend that left leg, and then pull back into that rotation. Keep that chest up lifted nice and high. We have 3. You got this. Stay with me. In 2. Holding up in 1. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower down, slow and controlled, 1 vertebrae at a time. Amazing. Pull both legs into tabletop. Left hand is behind that head. Again, make sure you're not pulling with that left elbow. Lead up with your core and your chest. From here, inhale through the nose. Exhale as you peel up that chest. Bring that right arm to that right side of the body. Hold. And then come back through center. Last 2 before we add on that left leg extension into. Last 1, ab curl up, hold, and lower everything coming down. Beautiful. Next time you ab curl up, extend that left leg long, hold, and come back through center. Adding on that right arm curl in 3. Last 1, extend that left leg long, hold. From here, curl that right arm in, tap that dumbbell to your right shoulder. Pull back through your starting position and come back through center. Inhale, exhale, lift, hold. Curl that right arm, extend it long, and back through center. Last 2. Last 1, extend that left leg long, hold. From here, isolate that bicep curl, bring it in and bring it out. You got this. Lift that chest up a little bit higher. You got this. Stay with me. We have 4. Last 2. Last 1, curl it in, extend it out. Come back through center right here. Beautiful. Drop the feet down to that mat. Drop that weight down for a moment. Just rock side to side, stretching out the hips, stretching out that arm. Amazing. When you're ready, make sure your feet are not too far, not too close. Slightly bring them a little bit more forward. Bring that weight into that right hand. Left hand is now pressing against that mat for extra support. Going into your bridging. Peeling up 1 vertebrae at a time. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Hold. Lower down, slow and controlled. We have 3. Last 2. Hold it up in 1, squeeze, hold. Pulsing it down an inch and up an inch. Beautiful. For 10. Good. Up an inch, down an inch. In 5. In 3. Hold the hips up nice and high in 2. And 1, hold, stop the pulse. Bring that left leg into tabletop, hold. Tap the left toes down and lift it up. Good, tap and lift. Yes, tap and lift. You got this. For 4. In 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold that left leg into tabletop right here. Lower that right hip down as you lower that right elbow down to that mat. Going into your single leg bridge with pushing that chest press, single arm press on that right side. Lifting it up and then lowering it down. We have 3. Holding it high. In 2. Last one, hold it high, hold. Extend that left leg as you bring that right arm overhead. Right bicep by your right ear. Pull everything in. Lift up a little bit higher with your hips. Try not to drop. You got this. We've been here before. You can do this again. Last 2. Last one, extend it out and pull it in, hold. We're pulsing it down an inch and up an inch. You got this. Last 10. In 5. In 3, lower down in 2. And 1, lower everything down. Amazing. Extend that left leg long. Drop that weight out of that right hand. Pull it off to the side. Extend that right arm overhead. Now with your right foot, make sure it's not too close in, not too far. You want it slightly in the middle, as this is going to help support you lifting up in this single leg V-up. That left hand is on that left side of the mat. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale as you peel up, neck, chest, shoulders lift. Bring that left leg into that single leg V-up. Beautiful. And then lower everything back down, slow and controlled. Inhale, exhale, lift, hold. Last 2. Last one, you got this. Lift this up nice and high, hold. Isometric hold here for 5. In 4. Last 3. Lower down in 2. And 1, lower down slowly. Amazing. Draw both knees into the chest. Roll out that low back. And then when you're ready, roll up like a ball into your seated position. Let's prepare and add in those ankle weights. Take whatever you need right here. Ankle weights on. Again, if you opt out for the ankle weights, that is completely okay. Adding this on. Taking it to standing. Beautiful. Once your ankle weights are on, we grab both of your weights right here. Going into our squats. The weights are going to be at shoulder height. Your feet are going to be the width of the mat right here. Now, as you lower into that squat, really be mindful that you're sitting back into your hips and not putting too much weight onto your toes. Majority of your weight is going to be in your heels. As you lower down, sit back into your hips, have a slight forward lean in that chest. Lower down slowly, and then lift up everything at the top. Inhale at the bottom, lower down. As you lift back up, exhale. Amazing. Last 3 before we add on. Last one, hold it at the bottom right here, adding a pulse, keeping it up, bringing it back down into that squat, and then lifting back up. Beautiful. Lower down slowly, lift up a few inches, drop those hips back down and stand it up. Last 2. Last one. Lower down, lift it up, come back down, and stand up nice and tall. Lower back into that squat hold, isolating that pulse down an inch and up an inch. You got this. We're here for 10. Amazing. In 3, in 2, and 1. Stand it up nice and tall. Shake it out. Amazing work right here. Going into our lunges now. Sitting up nice and tall, pull those shoulders back. Weights are at the sides of your body. Step right foot back to the back of your mat. Now as you prepare into that lunge, make sure your right heel is not flat on that mat. Lift it up nice and high. Shoulders back. From here, you want to make sure you're not too upright. Have a slight forward lean in that chest. Weights are going to be right at the sides of the body here. As you lower down, really focus on this left hamstring and left glute. Don't let that right leg hit that mat, and then lift everything back up. Make sure at the top you don't hyperextend your legs. Always have a soft bend. And 3, we add on a bicep curl at the bottom. Last one, lower down, hold. Bicep curl at the bottom, drop it back down, and then lift up everything at the top. So all we add on is that bicep curl. Hold, curl, lower, and lift. And 3, last 2, last one, lower down into that lunge, hold. Just isolate that bicep curl in and down. Get a little bit lower in that lunge, you got this. And 3, and 2, holding the weight at shoulder height, and 1, hold right here. Hinging from the hips, extend that right leg long. As you tricep extend the arms, hold. Drop it back down into that low lunge. Weights come back to shoulder height and extend it through. This is your challenge right here. You got this. And extend. Yes, we're almost there. I promise you. We have 3. You know it's coming in 2. Hold it down in that lunge. Hold right here, pulsing it down an inch, up an inch for 8. You got it. 7. In 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center. Whew. Shake it out. Get some water if you need it. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Everything on the other side now. Your left leg is going to extend back long. Really working that right leg now. Trust me, I'm right here with you guys. I feel it myself too. You got this. So again, that left heel is lifted. Shoulders back, slight forward lean in that chest. Lower down, slow and controlled. Don't let that left knee hit that mat. And come back up nice and tall. Last 2, we add that bicep curl. Last 1, lower down, hold that low lunge. Bicep curl, bring the weights to shoulder height. Drop it back low and stand it up back nice and tall. Reset, lower and curl and come back up. Amazing. Last 2. Last 1, lower down, hold. Bicep curl in and bring it down. You stay low in that lunge here. We're not lifting up. You got this. We have 3. Holding the weights at shoulder height, and 2. Last one, holding here. Extending, dropping that chest, extending those arms, extending that left leg. Holding that hinge, lower back down into that lunge. Extend that back leg, extend the arms. Feeling it in that right hamstring, right glute, right quad. You got this. Extend. We have 3. Stay with me. In 2. Last one, extend it long, hold. Lower into that lunge, pulsing it down an inch and up an inch for 8. You got this. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up to standing. Oh my gosh. Amazing work. We are done with that. Dropping the weights. Meet me at the back of your mat. Relaxing, shaking it out for a few moments. You guys are doing so good. Going into our plank walkouts. Pulling the feet apart to be the width of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, as you forward fold. Walk the hands out towards that front of that mat. Hold. From here, bend through the knees as you walk the hands back to your starting position, and then hold that low squat, holding that low here. So not standing up all the way. Walk the hands back out. Hold. Beautiful. Walk it all the way back up. Holding it at the top and lowering back down. You got this. Last 2. Last one, walk it all the way up. Hold. Walk the hands back out towards the front of the mat. Hold that tall plank position. For 3, for 2, for 1, dropping to both of your knees. Amazing. Doing phenomenal. From here, extend that right arm long. Extend that left leg long. Your left hand is directly underneath that shoulder. Right arm extended, left leg extended. From here, going into your bird dog, connecting that right elbow to left thigh. Inhale, exhale, as you lengthen through that right arm, that left leg, hold. Bring everything back in. And hold. Beautiful. Bring it in and bringing it out. You got this. Last 3. Holding it up in 2. Beautiful. Last one. Right elbow, left thigh. Connect and hold. Extend at the top. Hold it here. Pulse that right arm and that left leg down an inch and up an inch for 8. You got this. For 5. In 3. Last 2. Left leg stays lifted. In 1. Hold it right here. Right arm comes back down to that mat right here. Going into your tricep push-up. Bending through your elbows, drop that chest towards that front of the mat. Left leg is lifted and push back up. Amazing. Lower and lift. So good. We have 3. In 2. Last one, lower and lift, hold right here. Left leg is up. Take that left leg, diagonal, bring it to that right side of the mat. Hold the left toes down to the right side of the mat. Lift up back through to your starting position. So all we're doing is a diagonal cross going from that right side of the mat, pulling back to your starting position. Amazing. Lift and go. Gaze is at the front of your mat. Let's not strain your neck. Last 3 before we add on. And 2. Last one, diagonal kick. Hold it at the top here. Drop that right forearm down to your mat. Connect that left knee to left elbow. Hold. Keep that left knee high. Extend that left leg long. Lift back up onto that right hand. Diagonal cross kick. Lift it up, hold. Right forearm. Bring that left knee, left elbow, extend, lift up high. Next layer. We have 3. Last 2. You got this. Last one. Diagonal cross. Kick it up, hold. Drop to that right forearm. Bring that left knee to left elbow, hold. Draw that left knee to that right knee. Good. Going into that fire hydrant. Kick it out and back. Amazing. You got this. In and out. We have 4. Hold that left knee lifted. Last 2. Last one, you got this. Hold. Extend that left leg. Bring that left knee back into left elbow. Extend that left leg. Good. Isolating it right here. In and out. We have 3. Last 2. Holding that left leg extended at the top. In 1, hold it here. Pulse it up and up. Down an inch, up an inch. For 5. In 4. Last 3. 2. Lower the left toes down in 1. Amazing. Drop to that left forearm. Right forearm stays on that mat. Extend that right leg long. Quick transition going into our plank series. Holding that plank. Pulling belly button into spine. Going into our hip dips, drop that left hip down to that mat. Back through center. Right hip down and back through center. Amazing. You got this. In 3. Hold that plank in 2. Last one, hold that mid plank right here. Pull that belly button into spine. You got this. Holding it here for 10. In 4. Dropping to your knees in 3. In 2. In 1. Drop to your knees right here. Sit back into your hips. Child's pose. Holding this. Amazing. Come back through center. And when you're ready, everything on that other side now. Now your right leg is going to extend while your left arm is going to be extending towards the front of the mat as well. Get some water if you need it. Ready whenever you are. Place that shoulder in line with the hand. Left hand forward, right leg extended to that back. Connecting that left elbow to right thigh. Hold. Extending everything long. Beautiful. Bringing it in and extending it long. You got this. Beautiful. We have 4. Last 2. Last one, pull it in, extend it long, hold. We're pulsing it down an inch and up an inch. Left arm, right leg. For 8, you got this. In 4, in 2. Last one, hold that right leg. Drop that left hand down to that mat. Hold. Tricep push-up, bending through your elbows, dropping that chest down to that mat. Lift up everything nice and high. You got this. Lower and lift. We have 3. Last 2. Hold it up in 1. Hold it at the top right here. That right leg is going to diagonal, rainbow it over towards that left side of the mat. Lift that right leg up as you tap the toes and lift it back up to your starting position. Really feeling that right glute. Lower down and pull that right leg across. Amazing. Really make that mind to muscle connection on that right glute and really pull that right leg across. So good. You got this. Adding on in 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold that right leg up, hold. Drop to that left forearm. Connect that right knee to right elbow. Extend that right leg. Come back up to your left hand. Diagonal cross. That's our next layer. Cross it over, hold. Left forearm down. Right knee, right elbow. Extend and lift. You got this. We have 3. Last 2. Last 1. Pull that right leg across, hold. Left forearm down. Right elbow to right knee connects, hold. Lower that right knee down to that left knee. Extend, pull it out into that fire hydrant and lower down. Amazing. Last 2. Last 1, hold that right knee up nice and high. Extend that right leg long, hold. Pull that right knee to right elbow. Good, stay here with me, bring it in and bring it out. Gaze is still at that front of that mat, lift and extend for 4. You got this in 3. Right leg stays lifted in 2. Last 1, bring it in and bring it out, hold, pulsing it down an inch and up an inch, that right leg for 10. Yes, so close. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Lower that right knee down. Sit it back into that child's pose. Amazing work right here. Inhale and exhale. Come back through center. Amazing. Now when you're ready, let's take off the ankle weights. We are done with them here. Finishing off with our upper body. Now, a tip for you guys, if your weights that you have are a bit too heavy, you can take away the weights and place your ankle weights around your wrists. Whatever is accessible to you, we will go ahead and do that. But first, we finish off with our upper body. You got this. Coming to a kneeling position onto your knees, sitting up nice and tall. Draw the elbows at a 90-degree angle at the sides of your body. Really working your tempo, no rush here. Holding the weights, palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale through your nose. Exhale as you extend the arms in front of your chest, keeping the weights at shoulder level, and then lowering it back down. You got this. We have 3 before we add on. In 2. In 1. Hold the weights nice and high in front of the chest. Pulse it up and down for 8. Yes. You got this. 5. 4. High bicep curl in 3. You got this in 2. In 1. Stop the pulse. Hold the elbows up nice and high. Curl the weights in and extend it long. Curl it in and extend. Beautiful. We have 3. Last 2. Hold that bicep curl in. In 1. Hold right here. Elbows up high. Bring the elbows out into that shoulder press, 90-degree angle. Hold. Press that right arm up towards the ceiling. Lower back down. Press that left arm and lower back down. Bring it to the right and bring it to the left. Yes, we're almost there. Last minute of class. You got this. Right and left. Beautiful. Both arms in 3. Last 2. Last one. Right. Next time you press, bring both arms overhead and lower the elbows to 90 degrees. Hold. Pressing overhead, both arms. You got this. We have 3. Last 2. Hold the weights up high in 1. Hold. Bring the palms together. Bring the weights together. Going into our tricep extension, bending through the elbows and pulling through at the top. Bending and extending. You got this. Bend and extend. We have 4. Last 2. Hold it back in 1. Hold it here in that bending of the elbows, pulsing it down an inch and up an inch. We finish here for 10. Amazing. In 6. Finish strong. Finish how you started in 4. Last 3. In 2. And 1. Amazing. Drop the weights down. And let's cool it down. You guys did such an amazing job. Pull the knees apart, point the toes together. Sit in that child's pose. Extend the arms in front of you. Holding this right here. Walk the hands towards that right side of your mat in that child's pose. Walk it back through center. Walk the hands towards that left side of the mat. Hold. Come back through center with your arms. When you're ready, push up to all 4s. Push your hips towards your mat. Going into your cobra, your gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Looking up towards the ceiling, rock side to side. Take whatever you need. And when you're ready, come back to all 4s. Swing the feet around you towards the front of the mat. Lower everything down onto your back. Bringing the knees in, feet together, knees together. Drop the hands down towards your mat. Drop the knees towards that right side of your mat into a lumbar rotation. Come back through center. Drop the knees towards that left side. Back through center. Drop the knees to the right. Drop the knees to the left. We work 1 more each side. Come back to the left. Beautiful. And when you're ready, cross that right leg over your left thigh. Grab behind your left leg. Extend that left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex and point your left toe, your left foot. Flex and point. Relax. Place that left foot on that mat. Extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. Grab behind your right leg, pulling on your calf into that hamstring stretch. Drop your right foot down, cross that left leg over your right thigh, grab behind your right leg, extend that right leg up, flex and point your right foot. Relax your right foot. Place that right foot on that ground. Extend that left leg up. Grab behind your left leg, pulling on your calf. Going into that left hamstring stretch. Drop that left leg to that mat. Pull both knees in towards your chest. One last time, rock side to side. Rolling out that low back. And when you're ready, roll up like a ball into a seated position. Crisscross whatever is comfortable for you. Finishing off class here, place your hands down to the sides of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and then exhale, draw the hands down to the sides of the mat. Inhale for 2. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale for 3. Hands meet at the top. Exhale as you lower your hands down to your heart center. You guys showed up today, you moved through, you tried something new, you pushed through challenge, and most importantly, you made it through your full body sculpt class. Give it up for yourself. Amazing work, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up today, for giving it your all. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Today was definitely challenging, but you made it through, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you like the workout, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.